Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to this final episode of Chijo Max Heart Part 4. Now, if you guys think Part 3 was wild, this is by far the wildest episode that's ever been, right? So, for context, in the last episode, whereas Kira and right, I now remember the name of the secondary person involved in the situation. So her name, the girl with the bowl cut, her name is Kasuri. She's the one that's been trying to keep the relationship straight, but because of Sarasa, of course, it's a bit of a love triangle, Wincest type thing, right? So in the last episode, as you guys saw that in my last video, where he actually left her apartment, and to his surprise, Sarasa pulls up and she's just all in shock. But in this this last episode, it turns out that he's a bit under punishment. But without further ado, let's watch this together. It's like a reaction /review type video. So without any further ado, let's get right into this video. And one last thing I forgot to mention. It turns out that Kira actually is still a student, and Sarasa, given the situation that she's older than him, she's actually working. So that is why she's in a completely different outfit than Kira. Yes, I think she's a business. Given the dressing setting that she's in, she's wearing like a pantyhose, a short skirt, and like a blue shirt. Given that situation, it looks like she's working on the office setting. So without further ado, let's get right into this.
Kira? 昨日のことは怒ってないわよ。ちょっと寄っただけなんて下手な言い訳。ラブホから出てきて処女ですなんて言ってるようなもんだわ。軽く遊ぶ程度なら気にしないし、いくらでもそんなの許すけど。でもね、それは何かしら。
試験の結果です。
そうね。で、その数字は？
違う、かすりとは
遊びのつもりが本気になったとしたら、先生が正してあげないとね。ビッチ娘との記憶なんて、すべて上書きしてあげる。キーラ先輩。
おあ、かすり。
もう先輩抱き留めてくれないと。テレ屋さんなんだから。はい、じゃあ先輩後で。
整理しないとな。かすり。
先輩どうぞ。先輩、最近先輩と一緒にいられる時間少なくて、だから。
ああ、そのかすり、実は。
先輩、僕で興奮してくれて嬉しかったよ。だから。
かすり、俺はこうしてお前とやるのは。
やっぱり先輩もだよね。
ああ、かすりも俺とするのはこれっきりに。
今度は僕の部屋でしよう。誰か来るとまずいし、2人だけでしたいし。
いや、そういうことじゃ。
それじゃあ先輩、今日はありがとう。明日またエッチしよ
う。まずい。
キラ。
Now that we got to finish this last episode, I have a couple things that I observed, right? So the first one is Kazuri is quite persistent. Not gonna lie, she's probably one of the most persistent girls I've ever seen in a anime-verse. She's actually she's thinking that she's in a relationship with him, despite that she does not know the dark secret that Kira has with Sarasa, right? But he's like telling her, well, listen, I can't be doing this with you any longer. Thinking that he understood what she was thinking After telling her that, she said, well, listen, we could do it next time in my house because it'll be bad if someone catches us. So he's like, that's not what I meant. How naive are you? And she's like, listen, and before she even gets to all of that, here's what caught me off guard. And this man is just so unlucky. After he finishes his business in the girls' locker room, he just pulls out, and to his surprise again, this isn't the first, and sadly it will not be the last time that Kira will always catch him in that position, right? In such a compromising position that is crazy. In episode 4, we see that Kasuri just tries to hug him, and he's like, listen, I need to take care of the situation because Sarasa is already watching me like a hawk. So I need to really put her in her place and let her know, listen, I can't be doing this with you anymore. We need to stop. And after she hands him like a letter to say, hey, I need you to meet me by the locker, it's gonna be a surprise. And I'm not gonna lie. Nah, hear me out though, hear me out. The fact that she just pulled up in her club swimming wear is crazy to me. This is a side note by the way, why do they do, when it comes to hairstyling, just leave the little piece of strand of hair or the hair strand out of it? I don't know why, I don't know what's so special about it. I've seen it in so many shows. I've seen it in both anime, manga, whatever. I've always seen that little piece of hair strand standing up like a damn boner. And I'm like, what's so special about this? I've even seen it in very terrible animation. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? But anyways, that will be for another day. The fact that Kira just keeps getting caught in 4K, yeah, that's astounding to me. I would love to see, too bad this is the last episode. I would really, if you see this video, the producers who made this show, please, I'm invested to see part 5. I would really like you guys to make a part 5 because I would love to know where would it end. Or how does it end? Because I'm very invested. When I watch a show, I like to be invested. I like to be invested in the show, and because I'm so intrigued, and depending on how captivating it is, then I'll be like, okay, so where does this lead to? Because this was one hell of a cliffhanger, if you ask me. If I had to say, this is probably one of the greatest cliffhangers I've ever seen, because what would happen afterwards? This is where people start to question and come up with theories and this and that and the third, and we'll be like, well, what happened with their relationship? Will their relationship be in shambles? Will it actually end? Will there be a straight relationship where Kasuri ends up with Kira, or Kira just ends up marrying Sarasa and the whole big secret will just come out of the closet? These are questions that will be asked in our viewer's head because it's so good and captivating that it's insane. I'm not gonna lie, this one was one of the best because the fact that there is plot twist, there is subplot, there is plot, straightforward. I enjoyed it for the most part. Don't get me wrong, some of these sex scenes was very erotic, some of them were very good, but other than that, I think I watched it for the plot, and the plot was great also. The animation, chef's kiss. I don't know, something about this animation is just so good about it. But anyways guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sadly, this was the last episode, and yeah, I will be uploading the next series, so look out for that. And thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a good one, and peace out.